Welcome back to my channel, everyone. I'm in the house tonight, and I'll show you why I'm in the house in a little minute. Now, like a lot of other YouTubers, I also watch quite a few other YouTube channels, and one of the ones I actually watch is Odd Socks Growing. And last year I was watching Helen at Odd Socks Growing with her chilli plants, and I was amazed at the amount of growth she got on her chilli plants. Within about, she'd done a video of 4 weeks after germination, and the plants were about this tall with about 4 true leaves on it. And she did another video at 2.5 months old, and the plants were, they were like that. They were huge, absolutely huge. And at the same time, my plants that I was growing were minuscule compared to them. They were small, insignificant little things. And I was having a look at her setup in the video, and she was using the heat mats and artificial lighting, and I thought, well, maybe I should try this artificial lighting. So I've bit the bullet, and I've put my hand in my pocket, got my card out, my credit card out, and I've bought myself a small Vitopod. So tonight I'm going to assemble it, and I'm going to show you what I got with the Vitopod. So let me just move the camera a little bit, and we'll get on with the unboxing. Okay, so I've already opened all the boxes just to check that everything's there and there's nothing broken in transit. But what I've got is I've got a 50-watt small Vitopod, and it contains 1 thermostat, 1 heated base, 2 vented end panels, 1 lid, 2 side panels, 8 plastic nuts and bolts, and I also bought the light assembly with it as well. So let's get it out and we'll see what's what. I mean, it's come well packaged. This is a very strong box. And right away I've got the 2 short side panels, and everything's well labelled as well. As you can, I hope you can see that. This is 2 short side panels for small or large Vitopod. Everything's well labelled. I'll just put that down there at the moment. I don't need that at the moment. Bit of packing. So I actually bought my twin sister one of the larger one of these a few years ago for her Christmas. I bought her the huge full size one with the lights and everything, and she swears by it. She absolutely loves it. She lives up in Scotland, and the growing window for growing things where she lives is very, very small, as you know. So she uses the Vitopod to get a head start and get all her seedlings well started, and the lights, and she really, really loves it. So I didn't fancy get myself with one of the big ones because I didn't want something so big taking up as much room. So I got the small one. So this is the 2 end panels with a green vent for small or large Vitopod. I'll just leave that there by the other ones. And what I've got here is the lid and the base. Now, these are actually made by Garland, who make other heated propagators, like the little Garland 7, which is the one that's shaped like a windowsill, where you've got 7 little pots on it, which I've got in the shed up top. But yeah, I thought I'd go out and splash out and treat myself to this and see if I could get some good results next year. So the base is a heated propagator, and the roof has got a vent in it, so you can vent out condensation, so your plants don't dampen off. And this is the heat mat thermostat. So I think the way this works is that you plug the base into here, then you plug the thermostat into the mains, and you put the thermostat probe into some soil, but I'll get onto that later. So I'll just put the lid down. So I've got 2 small side panels, two large end panels. Now there's a way these have to go. Let me just check the instructions again. Okay, I don't know whether you can see that on that, but it's actually got the name embossed on it, Greenhouse Sensations, just about here. There is also an arrow pointing up the way. I don't know where you can see that, but that's the side, the way they're meant to be orientated. So that should go on like that. Let me get some of the screws. I'll just put them here. So, and up the way, right. These are little plastic nylon screws, so I want to be careful that I don't damage them. Actually, I want to make sure I don't damage any of it. I mean, they're not the cheapest things, but they have really good reviews. There's lots of people using them, apart from my twin sister. I mean, the Muddy Boots has got at least 1 or 2. Tony C. Smith's got 1. And I know that Dean from Dean's Lost the Plot, I know he's got 1 as well, at least 1. I think he's got several actually. Once I've got these all assembled, I'll make sure that everything's tightened all the way up. But they're quite easy to assemble, as you can see. Now, the difference between this is a new design, and one of the differences between this one and the one I got Dolores is that this one, the lights are LED, whereas the one Dolores got, the lights were fluorescent tubes. Now, I believe the LED ones are what was I saying, the LED ones use less power, I think. I'll need to check that. For the same amount of light they give off. But yeah, they're not. It's not too difficult. I mean, even with my, oops, drop one. Even with my butterfingers, it's easily assembled. Once I get this assembled, I'll bring the camera in a bit closer. That fits really well, fits nice and snug. And there's the lid. I'll bring you in for a closer view. So this is what it looks like a bit close up. As I says, it's got the side vents and it's got the top vents, so you can let more air in to stop the plants from dampening off. The thermostat, although I haven't plugged it in yet, it can be done in Celsius or Fahrenheit. You press the set button until the display starts to flash. Then you use the up and down buttons to select the desired temperature. Press the set button again to confirm your desired temperature. And the base tray light, the base tray is heated. The light will illuminate to indicate this. Where's the light? There must be a light somewhere. I can't see the light at the minute, but once it's all plugged in, I'm sure we'll see it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to assemble the lights. Right, the lights. LED propagation light kit. So there's two lights. There's some rubber sucker fittings and some other fittings to rest the lights on. Power cable, and I think this is the connector cables. And the light switch. So let's get rid of the box. Do we need the instructions? I'll tell you what, let's have a look at them. Contains two LED light fixtures, one 35cm link cord for the LED light fixtures, 4 clear polycarbon light support brackets, 4 mushroom head suction cups, and 1 power cord. Right. These suction cups go in the support brackets, like this. They go in the short side of the support bracket. Okay, that's that. Upside down. Let's have a look at the lights. So these lights are way next to nothing. They're incredibly light. They're actually called Sunblaster Horticultural Lighting. And they're approved by the Royal Horticultural Society. I think that's what that is. Just there. So the lights slip through like that. These actually feel a lot safer than fluorescent tubes as well. I've got cardboard boxes all over the living room. And the second one just pops in like that. And the rubber suckers help it stick onto the plastic lid. Just let me check the connections. I actually don't know how that's going to work. I think they've sent me I actually think they've sent me one of the wrong lights, because okay, I've got the lights fixed on now. What the problem was is that round this side, excuse the poor camera work for a minute, there is a blanking plate that was fitted on there which you have to remove to expose the electrical connection. So I can get that out. So that blanking plate was in there. I don't know whether you can see that, whether the lights are not too good. So let me just put the camera down for a moment and I'll put this back on. So that's the two lights on. And I'll plug it in now. And it comes with a handy little switch, so it's easy to switch off at night time or whatever. And wow, that is really bright. I don't know whether you can see how bright that is, but that's incredibly bright. We actually got a couple of LED lights for the fish tank, and they were so bright they were causing algal problems, so we had to turn them down to 60% intensity from 100 to stop algal blooms because they were so bright. But yeah, these LED lights are bright, they're very light in weight, and they run cool, so they're not going to heat up, which is a waste of energy anyway. So yeah, that's I'm very happy with that. That's a lot brighter than I thought it was going to be. And since it's Christmas, my partner Pip, she bought me an expansion there to go in, so that I can, once the plants get this tall, I can put the next layer on so they can grow all the way up to there. So yeah, very good. Let me just, for testing purposes, see if I can get the base unit with the thermostat. I'll try with the camera there, is it? Okay, so I don't know whether you can see that now because the lights are so bright. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll switch the lights off at the moment. Now, I believe the thermostat plugs into there. It actually says that there's a label here. It says, connect only to the digital temperature controller supplied with this product. Do not connect the unit direct to the mains power. Then you connect the temperature controller or the thermostat to the power. So I believe it's right, it's on centigrade. You can just see the little light there in centigrade. If you wanted it in Fahrenheit, it'd switch over to the side where it's Fahrenheit. You can just see that there. So I'm a centigrade person, so I'm going to have it in centigrade. And then you press set and you take it to the temperature you want. Nope. Press set. Okay, so hold down set and still it starts flashing. Then I'll take it down to 15 degrees. Press set again. And this must be reading the ambient temperature of the room because I haven't got the Thermal Pro. This is the temperature sensor which you need to put into a pot. So actually, if I can just undo this, you can put it in through one of the side vents, but there's a little notch there where it can slide into, and you can put it into a pot containing plants or seeds, whatever. So there it is yet again. Fabulous. So there should be no excuse really. I've got no excuses this year for not having bumper chilies. Now speaking of so I went on the internet and I went to the South Devon Chili Farm website, and these are some of the chilies I'll be growing next year. I've got Poblano, which is a mild chili, and what I intend to do with these is I want to see if I can smoke these to make like a chipotle chili, nice smoked chipotle. Now I know traditional chipotles are supposed to be jalapenos, but my partner, Pips, she's not a big fan in hot chilies, so I thought I'd get the mild ones and try with these Poblano ones so we could have like a mild chipotle flavour to some dishes that we do. So I've got those ones, and I've also got Heavenly Facing Angel ones, or as they call it, what do they call it? they just call it facing heaven, but I've seen them before as heavenly facing angels because they all grow sort of like up the way, pointing up the way. So these are my 2 chili peppers that I'm going to be growing. I'm also going to be growing some sweet peppers. I haven't got those seeds yet, but what I'll do is I'll do another video when I'm getting ready to plant these up and put them in this. I've got to find a final place for this to go. So when I'm ready to do these, I'll do another video and I'll show you how I do it. So thanks for watching. I hope you found this interesting. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to subscribe. Absolutely free. It doesn't cost you a penny. Tick the little bell. That way you'll be notified whenever I put a new video up. But thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all again next time. Bye for now.